Hi friends, in previous class we completed a hydraulic missions of impact of jets and vanes, and what is the classification of different types of turbines, and we already I already shown different types of turbines in animations, Pelton wheel and Francis turbine and Kaplan turbine, and the pumps, centrifugal pump, and we completed what the impact energy required for rotating these machines of hydraulic machines, how much impact is created by the jet or nozzle. All these are the completed in a different cases. If the blade is a stationary flat vertical, and if the blade is a stationary flat inclined, if the blade is a stationary curved vanes, and as well as we complete the moving vanes. Now we will go to hydraulic machines. So what is means by hydraulic machine? So in early days, humans mostly for moving water from one place to another place, mostly humans use the buckets for moving or transport the or lifting water from under well or any source from buckets or any utensils they use to transport the water. So nowadays for example, if anyone having the well, if they want to lift the water from well to their uses, usually early days buckets are used. Now it is replaced by the hydraulic machines, that is called the pump. So this is a one type of example. The hydraulic pump is one of the example of a hydraulic machine. So the hydraulic machines are generally there are two types: for developing work or extracting work. Means some machines they develop positive work, some machines they absorb positive works. The giving work from the system is called turbine, giving energy, absorbing energy from the fluid is called pump. So in early humans they carried water by the buckets or large groups of pumps or large group of buckets for lifting the water. The first fluid machine was developed as a bucket of wheel. So this is a bucket of wheel. This is a bucket of wheel. So this type of bucket of wheels is used in earlier days. This is called one of the hydraulic machine that is completely developed and modified as a Pelton wheel or Francis turbine or Kaplan turbine. So we will go for what are the types of hydraulic machines, what is the turbo machines, what are the types of turbo machines. So turbo machines mostly turbo machines are generally based on the general classification of flow path. We can write as the turbo machines according to flow path. According to flow path we can classify. According to flow path we can classify it as a radial flow machines, and axial flow machines and mixed flow machines and tangential flow machines. So means turbo machines or hydraulic machines generally classification according to flow as a radial flow. Means for example this is a blade of any hydraulic machine, either it is a pump or a turbine. So this is this wheel is situated at the outer periphery of this wheel. So this is a blade of the any hydraulic machine, whether it is a pump or a turbine. The radial flow means from the center axis, this is a one radius R1 this is another radius r2, means the flow of water is radially, means entered at one radius and leaving at another radius. If it is entered at outside radius, this is a flow path and leaving from the inside radius. If the water is entered in the inside radius and leaving this outside radius, means the flow path is completely radial direction. So here the radius changes are more important. In axial flow means, if you take a bulb turbine or a propeller turbine, this is a blade. Same as well if you take a ceiling fan. Already we have a ceiling fan in our house. Means the water, the air is flowing. So this is a wheel. All these are the blades. So this is a shaft. In the back side, this is direction of shaft. Means the air is flows parallel to this of shaft axis. ఈ షాఫ్ట్ యాక్సెస్కి ప్యారలల్గా ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది, అలాగే లీవింగ్ కూడా సేమ్ ప్యారలల్గా లీవ్ అవుతుంది. మీన్స్ దిస్ ఇస్ యాక్సిస్, మీన్స్ ద ఫ్లూయిడ్ ఈజ్ ఫ్లోస్ and enters and leaving from the blades is the parallel to this axis, that we called as a axial flow machines. Mixed flow means, so there is a two different types of flows is existing, means the water or fluid, whatever it, the fluid entered as a axial or leaving as a radial. Otherwise, if the water entered as a radial and leaving as a axial, means there is a two types of flows, there is a chance of two types of flows, means that is called mixed flow. Mixed is nothing but a combination of any two, flows, means one is a radial, another one is axial, or one is a axial, another one is radial. Means inlet may be radial, outlet may be axial, or inlet may be axial, outlet may be radial. This combination of two flows is called axial flow machines. Means the fluid enters and leaves the axis of the shaft. Either shaft means wheel shaft or turbine. If it is a pump or a fan, shaft axis. This is a shaft axis, parallel to the shaft axis. This is a hub axis. So coming to the tangential flow means, if you take a blade, the water touches this tangent. So this is a tangent. Here the radius is not a important parameter. Means the water enters this radius and leaves from this radius. Means according to gravitational, the water coming from the nozzle touches this tangent of the blade and leaves at the same point of this blade. That is called tangential flow. So this can be classified as according to the flow. And coming to the turbo machines, so already told that the hydraulic machines are two types. So the principle of hydraulic machine is, just I will draw the principle of hydraulic machine. Just see that this is a system, this is shaft, so this is a blades, this is a blades of the shaft. When the fluid coming from the higher head or nozzle is touches or strikes on this blade, when it is trying to move, the shaft is rotates. So this is just a principle of hydraulic machine. So these are the two types. The hydraulic machines are doing work or using work. Means this means producing work, this means absorbing work. So the producing work, that machine is called turbines. Using or absorbing work is called pumps. This means here the input energy is a hydraulic energy, then the shaft is rotating, means the mechanical energy is we are extracting, means the conversion of hydraulic energy to mechanical energy, the device is called turbine. For example, thus this phenomenon is reverse, means the shaft is connected to the another motor. When the electrical energy is applying to this motor, the shaft of this motor is rotating. The shaft of this motor and this system, the hydraulic machine shaft, both are coupled. This is a shaft of pump or any hydraulic machine. This is a shaft of motor. So both you are coupled. This means this is a motor. So what is the principle of motor? It converts electrical energy to the mechanical energy. So when you are giving the electrical energy supply, the shaft of this motor is rotating, means mechanical energy is giving this motor. This mechanical energy shaft is, if we connected the shaft of this hydraulic machine, the shaft of the hydraulic machine is will rotates. When it will rotates, the blades is moving around the circumference, this circumference or this this flow path of the shaft. This means if you pour or if you connect any hydraulic system or any hydraulic pipe, what happen? This hydraulic energy is coming out from the this hydraulic machine. Means here the mechanical energy and hydraulic energy. Means for this machine we are giving mechanical energy and we are getting hydraulic energy. Means that system is called pumps. So the difference between the pumps and the turbines is turbines converts hydraulic energy to mechanical energy. Pumps converted mechanical energy to hydraulic energy. So from the turbine, if you are supplying the hydraulic energy either by through the nozzle or any jet, when it strikes this blade, the blade is moving. Due to the moving of this blade, the shaft will rotate. So here mechanical energy we are extracting, means we are doing or producing work is called turbines. This shaft we will connect it to the generator, sir, for producing the electrical energy. So what generator doing? Generator mechanical energy to electrical energy. So the generator is converts mechanical energy to the electrical energy, that is called generator. The opposite of this generator phenomena is called motor. So motor is converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Generator is converts to mechanical energy to electrical energy. Both this device, motor and generators, are vice versa, as well as a turbine and pumps are vice versa. For running a pump we need a motor. So this motor is converted electrical energy to mechanical energy. The output of this mechanical energy of the shaft is connected to the shaft of this pump. Then the mechanical energy is converted to hydraulic energy by means of lifting water from one source to another source or transferring of water from one place to another place. Coming to the turbine, the water coming from the nozzle or any jet, it touches the blades or strikes these blades. Then whenever the blades is moving, the shaft will rotate, means the hydraulic energy is the converted into mechanical energy. Means rotating the shaft means so the rotation energy we called as a mechanical energy. So the turbines converts the hydraulic energy to the mechanical energy. The mechanical energy of shaft we couple to the generator shaft. So what generator will do? Generator is converted mechanical energy to the electrical energy. So for producing electrical energy we need a mechanical energy. That mechanical energy we are extracting from the turbine. So the turbine and the generator we are coupled for producing the electrical energy. So these are the types of hydraulic machines. So machines for doing work, machines for using work. Doing is nothing but producing work is called turbine work. Using work is also called as absorbing work. That machine is called pumps. So the generalized equation or Euler's equation for hydraulic machine, the power or work done by the hydraulic machine, the generalized equation is, here I am writing. So in previous class we did we completed all the derivations, work done by the jet, work done on the jet, work done by the blade. So the work energy, so the generalized work equation already we derived in the impact of jets, that is called VW1 U1 minus VW2 U2. So this is a generalized work done equation for any hydraulic machine. So if you want to power, so the power is always nothing but power is nothing but work done into mass flow rate. So work done into mass flow rate means m dot into VW1 U1 minus VW2 U2, means this is a VW1 is a velocity, VW2 is a velocity. So VW1 is a velocity at inlet, VW2 is a velocity at outlet, whether it is a pump or a turbine, means we are considering inlet and outlets of the directions. So U1 U2 is a blade velocities. So here U1 and U2 are different. If the U1 and U2 is same, means the water leaves in the same path, means same center. For example, this is the wheel of the any turbine. If the water enters this radius, this is R1, the water leaves at this radius, this is a okay. This work done equation, W is equal to VW1 U1 minus VW2 U2. Already this is we derived from the impact of jets. So we derived from impact of jets, we derived. So then power is equal to work done into mass flow rate. Then mass flow rate m dot into VW1 U1 minus VW2. This is a generalized Euler equation. This we called as a Euler's equation for hydraulic or turbo machines, any turbo machines, either it is a fluid hydraulic machines or gas turbines, any of these machine, this we can apply. Either steam turbines also, this Euler's equation we can apply. So now go for, so this is a m dot. For example, if you apply this equation to the turbine, so this is a VW1 minus VW1 U1 minus VW2. If the same equation you applied for pumps, then the power is equal to work done into mass flow rate, that is equal to m dot into VW2 U2 minus VW1 U1. So how it is coming, we will see in the pumps. Okay, we will see in the pumps. So this is a generalized Euler equation for hydraulic or turbo machines. This is a generalized equation, power equation. Okay. So coming to the velocity triangle. Next we go for velocity triangle. So already we know that velocity triangle, what the velocity triangle, this is a, when taking, this is a blade, this is a velocity coming from the jet as the absolute velocity V1, and the blade is moving in this direction, velocity U, I am representing in the triangle. So this is a U1, this is a VR1, this is a VF1, this is a tangential component VW1, this is a jet angle, this is a blade angle, again this is a outlet triangle, this is a V2, the relative velocity VR2, this is a alpha 2, this is a blade angle beta 2, this is a flow velocity VF2, this is a tangential velocity or velocity VW2, this is a U2. All these are we learned in the impacted jets and vanes. This is a generalized generalized velocity triangle for any of the hydraulic machine, whether it is a turbine, whether it is a pump. So how the velocity triangle will change in pumps, we will see in the pumps chapter. Okay, this is a velocity triangle. Now we will go for another topic in the same hydraulic machines. So generalized work equation for turbo machine. Generalized work equation for turbo machines. So generalized equation, that power P dot is equal to, or work done, we can write as a work done in terms of work done also. So work done is equal to VW1 U1 minus VW2 U2. So that we can, there is a combination of three energies. The energy is impulse energy, centrifugal energy, that is, and reaction energy. So the impulse energy V1 square minus V2 square by 2 plus centrifugal effect U1 square minus U2 square by 2 plus reaction effect VR2 square minus VR1 square by 2. So this effect is called impulse effect. So this term is called as a centrifugal effect. This term we called as a reaction effect. So in the generalized Euler's equation, that is W is equal to VW and U1, in this generalized equation there is a three type of energies exist, that is a impulse effect or impulse energy, centrifugal energy and reaction effect. So this total equation, impulse effect and centrifugal effect, reaction effect, is not always in the same machines. Sometimes, for example, if we consider the Pelton wheel, only impulse effect is there. There is no centrifugal effect and there is no reaction effect. If you take reaction turbines, both reaction effect and centrifugal effect, impulse effect maybe is there. Sometimes only impulse effect may not be there, but only centrifugal and reaction effect may be there. But this equation you need not to consider for your upcoming chapters. So next, hydraulic turbines. So we will go for hydraulic turbines. So in the hydraulic machines we will directly go for hydraulic turbines.